Good morning, students. The next topic we are going to see about workplace design. Workplace design, a study of interaction of the human body with the surrounding environment, will be able to achieve a balance between the workplace design and the human physical demands. Ergonomics aims to achieve this and more. Ergonomics is a science related to suitability of an office design to people. By taking into account people's capabilities and limitations, an ergonomically designed workplace into account people's capability design strives to be effective in fulfilling the functional requirements of users. The workplace design should aim at propagate institution teamwork and more importantly provide a safe and comfortable environment. So you might have seen different workplaces in different companies. I have taken example from Google and Facebook. So let me explain about the definition of workplace. Workplace design refers to the process of designing and organizing a workplace to optimize worker performance and safety. So this main aim is to provide safety and optimum utilization of resources, what is there in the organization, what is required by the employee. So let me explain this concept. Like the environment should be like it should reach everyone, and it makes them feel comfortable, and it should create work autonomy among the employees. See, I have taken Google. So these are the design they are doing it now in order to attract employee. So this will come under employer branding. So the design of workplace tells you about the employer branding, and see, every 6 months when they will change this kind of design, and this is the design in their workplace area. If they feel stressed or fatigued, they can go and refresh themselves. And here I have taken example of Facebook. So Facebook, they are doing this. So every 2 months or 3 months once they will change that the colorful one. No, you could see that, right? So they will change that. So and there is no like proper arrangement like what we have now. In our company, like they have senior manager, something like that, in ordered way of seating arrangements. But here everybody, irrespective of the designation, they will sit together and they will do their work. See, you could see Mark Zuckerberg talking among the employees, and it is in friendly atmosphere. So it reduces stress and other kind of steps which is opposite to or obstacle to work environment or productivity. And we have some of the merits of workplace design. So let me explain about that. So this kind of integration of principle human well-being into workplace design has become critical for ensuring the workers perform to their best abilities. Although a man sitting at his desk doesn't apparently give an impression of performing a toiling task, it's known to cause disorders that can have adverse effects on health. So that one cannot sit in a say, seat for a long time. If he sit like that, he spoils his health also. So there is ergonomics helps provide the tools necessary to see that there is no undue strain on the body parts of an individual. So the main purpose of this workplace design is to reduce their health hazards. So there is also chances of developing musculoskeletal problems. The risk of injury due to an awkward posture, the repetitive nature of work can make employee uncomfortable and induce work-related stress. So ergonomics helps to provide tools necessary to see that there is no undue strain on the body parts of an individual. With increasing rates of injury and illness caused as a result of a workplace design, the cost to the company can add up in the long run. So clustered office workstations are one of the major reasons why organizations have high absenteeism, low morale at workplace. So we have enough introduction and explanation about morale and absenteeism. So if they have clustered workplace, so I mean poor lighting facility or poor seating arrangements, this will lead to absenteeism and morale. So the employee will not have job satisfaction. Workplace design should aim at designing fit the human need rather than forcing people to fit into the design. The arrangement of chairs and desks in an office should aim at creating an ambience that is worker friendly. This allows a worker to produce the best results while maintaining good health. So, office ergonomics. So, ergonomics is defined as the relationship between workplace and human body. So, it provides kind of relationship between performance and productivity. So, an evaluation in course of making an office ergonomically compliant involves recognizing the physical, physiological, and psychological demands of a job. It recognizes capabilities of worker. It recognizes mismatches between the demands and capabilities. If any workplace ergonomically design means, so it will answer to the questions what I said earlier. So the study of ergonomics that tells you about physical, physiological, and psychological demands of a job should encompass a holistic view. It should consist of the setup of workstation in reference to the posture, the time taken to complete certain activity, the movement and repetition required to complete an activity, the surroundings of workplace including the kind of workplace, the lightings used, the level of noise, the humidity and temperature. So the amount of time that the employee spent in office will determine the extent to which ergonomics impact or well-being. An ergonomically compliant office should satisfy these questions. Is this position of your employee keyboard and mouse right? Or employee able to use notebook in most optimum way? And the chairs and tables are adjustable, and they have adjustable monitor in order to reduce eye strain. So if the place is ergonomically designed, they should answer for the previous question. The use of good ergonomics is considered as critical in modern day office designs. The best workplace are designed for people and around place. An ideal office design avoids involving the employees in the design process is also a good idea. Studies show that employees who are involved in the design process of their workstations show a higher level of commitment and are more productive. So a great deal of current research tells about ergonomically designed place have better lead to better productivity. Okay, so there are merits of workplace. First, it leads to work autonomy. So employee engagement positively correlates with workplace satisfaction. So that workplace satisfaction and workplace decision directly correlated with each other, and it improves employee work autonomy. So it provides employees with the areas where they can focus, concentrate, and have some privacy. So this is particularly important for employees in open plan offices to allow them to balance constant contact with the colleagues with the moments of privacy and disconnection. It can be very stressful for employees if they have nowhere to take personal call during the day or simply be alone. Open place offices must therefore be balanced with spaces for personal regeneration where staff can read magazine, change posture and disconnect. Having the chance to switch off they when they need to will enable staff to perform better over a long period. And it enhances collaboration, it improves uh, team building activities. Actually, since we are social animals, we need spaces where we can connect informally with our colleagues and have opportunity to discuss more and more relaxed, informal and pleasant sitting and space shapes behavior, and often the traditional meetings room with the formal seats around large tables is not the ideal setting for an effective conversation. It is therefore important to provide spaces for social information connections throughout the day, whether these are planned or more prompts. And it helps to focus employees about their task. So engaged employees are healthy employees. It is therefore essentially for staff to keep moving throughout the day to maintain their physical well-being and more relaxed. So it helps them to focus on their task and responsibilities. And we already discussed about the social connections, and it removes fatigue. So it enables possibly only when there is culture of trust where employees feel belonging to community and free to express their ideas, and they can they can relax, they can work relaxed, and they can take rest whenever they need. So, and it helps to develop their employer branding. So Google and Facebook are the great example of employer branding. Through this workplace design, they can develop their employer branding, and that's why people are staying long time, and they continue their career life with Google and Facebook. So that's all about workplace design. In next class, next session, we are going to see about fatigue. So what causes fatigue and why it has to be eradicated among the employees in order to improve the productivity. Okay. So the second assignment, you have to write about the any of the workplace design, any of the company's workplace design. It has to be submitted by this month end. Okay, and whether you can write this one or that personality, anything you can write. One assignment is important. Okay.